Ireland looks like a postcard from a distance. The green fields, the friendly pubs, the slow pace. But for some folks who pack up their lives and move here, the reality has been harder than the dream. Today, we're walking through 20 places where expats have regretted putting down roots, and exactly why. Let's start in central Dublin. Many newcomers arrive thinking the capital will be their landing pad. The rent is brutal, the cost of living has climbed every year, and the housing supply is tight as a drum. Expats often find themselves in shared houses or tiny flats at prices that would have bought a country house elsewhere. Number 1 regret, assuming Dublin is the obvious place to start. Number 2 is Galway City. Beautiful, yes, full of music and life. But rent there has gone sky high in recent years. Parking is a nightmare, the traffic is worse than the city has any right to claim, and finding a long-term lease can feel like winning a lottery. Number 3 takes us to Cork City. A great city for many things, but the suburbs have sprawled in a way that creates a long, frustrating commute for new arrivals who didn't research carefully. Many expats settle in an area only to discover the bus to town can take an hour at peak time. Number 4 is the town of Tralee in County Kerry. Lovely setting, but expats often find the local job market is thinner than expected, and that the move from a big international city to a county town feels lonelier than they bargained for. Number 5 is Letterkenny in County Donegal. A growing town, but the further north and west you go, the further you are from Dublin's amenities and flights. Expats with family abroad have found the travel home harder and more expensive than they imagined. Number 6 is parts of County Wicklow, particularly the more remote villages. The scenery is glorious. But the roads are narrow, the winter dark comes early, and the drive into Dublin in bad weather can take twice as long as expected. Newcomers expecting a quick commute have often been bitterly disappointed. Number 7 is Athlone in County Westmeath. A handy enough location, but expats have found that the cultural life is more limited than they'd hoped, and the lake winds in winter are colder and harder than the brochures suggested. Number 8 is parts of County Cavan. Cheap housing, yes, but some newcomers have discovered that the rural broadband, while improved, can still be patchy enough to disrupt remote work. And the nearest town with a decent shop might be 20 minutes away on a dark country road. Number 9 is the town of Killarney in County Kerry. Stunning, no doubt. But the local economy leans heavily on tourism, which means seasonal swings, summer crowds, and a quiet town in winter that some expats found a little lifeless once the visitors left. Number 10 is parts of County Clare, particularly the more isolated parishes. Newcomers from sunny climates have struggled with the relentless wet winters, the wind off the Atlantic, and the long stretches of grey weather that can run for weeks. Number 11 is Carlow Town. Convenient location, but expats have found the town itself smaller than expected, with limited international cuisine, fewer cultural events than they were used to, and a sense of being just outside the orbit of the bigger centres. Number 12 is Drogheda in County Louth. A growing town that has attracted commuters, but newcomers have sometimes regretted not understanding the long commute into Dublin, the cost of public transport, and the way the town has grown faster than its services. Number 13 is parts of County Wexford, particularly inland villages. The summer is glorious, but the winter quiet can feel almost shocking to someone moving from a busy city. Pubs close earlier than expected. Shops have shorter hours. The social life shrinks. Number 14 is Limerick City. Some expats have found the city itself fine, but the reputation, fairly or unfairly, has caused friction. More practically, finding good housing close to work in a safe area at a reasonable price has been a challenge for newcomers. Number 15 is parts of County Kilkenny outside the city. Lovely countryside, but the lack of public transport has caught many expats by surprise. Without a car, you are stuck. With a car, the costs add up faster than expected. Number 16 is Waterford City. Friendly people, decent costs, but expats have sometimes found the job market narrower than hoped, and the international connections limited compared to what they expected from a city. Number 17 is parts of County Sligo. Wild and beautiful, but the distance from Dublin, the limited public transport, and the long winter nights have surprised some newcomers used to faster connections and longer evenings. Number 18 is parts of County Mayo, particularly the remote west. Newcomers chasing the wild Atlantic Way dream have sometimes found the reality of winter storms, isolated villages, and limited services harder than the holiday brochure suggested. Number 19 is parts of County Roscommon. Cheap houses, yes, but expats have found that the lack of medical services close by, the distance to bigger towns, and the slow rhythm of life can take adjustment for those used to constant activity. And number 20 is parts of County Kerry, particularly the remote peninsulas. The Bearer, the Evora, the Dingle. Beautiful beyond words. But the winter solitude, the long drives to anywhere, and the cost of heating an old stone cottage in a winter gale have caught many newcomers off guard. Now, let's talk about the hidden problems that come up again and again, regardless of which county. First, healthcare. The Irish healthcare system has its strengths but also long waiting lists for many services. Expats from countries with different systems have sometimes been shocked by the wait for routine procedures and the cost of private care, particularly in the smaller towns where specialists are thin on the ground. Second, housing. The shortage is real, and it affects both buying and renting. Many expats arrived expecting to find a place quickly, only to spend months in temporary accommodation while they hunted, paying full holiday rates and watching their savings drain away. Third, the cost of living. Groceries, fuel, electricity, car insurance, broadband. Many newcomers have been surprised by how much it all adds up, particularly when compared to the wages on offer outside the bigger cities. Fourth, the weather. It's no secret that Ireland is wet, but the relentlessness of it can wear on people who came from sunnier places. Vitamin D supplements become a quiet necessity. Good rain gear becomes a serious investment, and you learn to plan your washing around the forecast. Fifth, the social differences. Irish friendliness is real, but breaking into a local community takes time. Many expats have been welcomed warmly on the surface but found it took years to feel truly part of a place. The chats are easy. The deep friendships take longer to build, and you have to earn your place by simply showing up, year after year. Sixth, the bureaucracy. From getting a PPS number to opening a bank account to setting up utilities, the paperwork side of moving to Ireland can be slower and more frustrating than expected. Seventh, the transport. Outside the cities, public transport is patchy. A car becomes essential, and the costs of running one, with insurance and fuel and tax, surprise people. And eighth, the dark. Irish winters are not just wet, they are dark. The sun goes down before 5 in the depths of December. People from southern climates have found this harder to handle than they expected. None of this is to say Ireland isn't a wonderful place to live. It is. But it suits some people far better than others, and the regrets often come from expectations that didn't match reality. The expats who do well here are the ones who came with their eyes open, who did the homework, who visited at different times of year, and who chose their location with care. If you're thinking of making the move, my advice is simple. Come for an extended stay first. Try the winter, not just the summer. Talk to expats who've been here 5 years or more, not just the new arrivals still in the honeymoon stage. And be honest with yourself about what you really need to be happy on a wet Tuesday in February. Thanks for watching. If this helped you, give the video a thumbs up. Tell me in the comments your own experience or your own worries about moving here. Subscribe for more straight talk on Irish life. Take care of yourselves out there, and make your decisions slowly and wisely.